And in this vlog, I'm coming to you from a spot which I'd only just heard of a couple of weeks ago. Our Lady's Island, County Wexford, only 10 miles from Wexford town and about 4 miles from Rosslare. And upon further research, it's a religious Christian spot. Obviously, I'm not a Christian, so that's why I knew nothing about it until I came across it by chance by exploring Google Maps, because I was looking for places to visit and vlog, and I thought this would be interesting. And not only does this location have religious value, but it's a bird sanctuary as well, from where you can see the lake in front of you and also on the other side too. So whilst we go on a wander on this island of Our Lady, I'm going to show you a few interesting artifacts to look out for. And here's one of the first noteworthy items to look out for. Statue of Our Lady of Welcome, crafted by Nicholas Scallon, 1897 to 1987. I'll just move into the description more. And it says, as for Mary, she treasured all these things and pondered them in her heart. Luke 2:19. People have left various artifacts and a little mention of someone. Looks like he sadly passed away a few years ago. So Our Lady's Island, nestling in the most southeasterly corner of Ireland, it's been a centre of Marian devotion and pilgrimage since at least the 6th century, and it's by far the oldest Marian shrine in Ireland. And it's at the point where the Irish Sea and the Celtic Sea converge. Lying in this area of unparalleled beauty where nature joins with pilgrims in singing its own song of devotion to Mary. And this is all new to me, of course. As I walk along, I'm discovering it as I go along. We had a bit of rain earlier, but I waited for it to clear. So it was a bit touch and go. I wasn't sure whether I was going to come out here today. It's 50%, but it looks like the rain has cleared for the most part. We could be in for a lovely sunset. Here's what I'm hoping. So we're going to walk around the lake in clockwise fashion, and I'll show you a few of the sights and sounds as we progress. And here's some information I found. That Lady's Lake is known as Loch Trocaire, I think I've hopefully pronounced that right, or Lake of the Causeway in English. And this is a saline lake separated from the sea by a sandbar close to Carnmore Point. I believe that there's a lovely beach there. I've yet to visit it, so don't quote me on it. Each year, the sandbar is cut and the water from the lake that is built up over the winter months is drained into the sea. At the moment, it doesn't look much to look at in front of me, but I'm sure there's going to be some lovely sights en route. Anyway, it's a wildlife sanctuary with the lagoon nature of the lake and its proximity to the sea, making it almost unique in Europe as an area of great ecological significance. The walk around the island will take about half an hour and is interspersed with stations of the cross that form a journey of transformation culminating in the Garden of Resurrection. And here's one of these interesting spots, and that's definitely a sign now. The sun has come out. In the words of Zoe, 1991, sunshine on a rainy day.
Sunshine on a rainy day makes my soul trip away.
Look at that, just peeping through the trees there, and it's looking lovely there on the lagoon to my left. And this is an unusual relic here. Looks like a tannoy mounted on a post, so they must make the announcements on occasion. And they think of everything. Even after walking for 2 minutes, you've got to take a break on days like these.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
And a rainy day has turned into something lovely. Yes, summer sunshine. Doesn't everyone love it? And look at that gorgeous view of the lake with the golden evening light shining upon it. And you can see some swans on that lake. Not going to call it Swan Lake. I think it's a lagoon as well. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but some wind turbines there, which ruin a lovely view, but it just depends on your opinion on such matters. Okay, so let's walk into the sunlight and continue it. I think we're at the far end of this peninsula stroke island. And as I'm walking along, there's more of these tannoys dotted around the place. So I wonder if it's for some kind of mass walk as such, or rather walk for mass. I'm not sure of the correct term, but I'll be happy for someone to leave a comment below and correct me. And the Mary statue, I guess, is the culmination of the very short walk. So it doesn't take too long if you're in the area to come down and explore and have a gander. Blessed be Jesus and Mary, the holy year 1900. And here she is, Our Lady, in all her glory, with the lovely blue sky behind her too. And I've left her behind, and the walk continues, and some interesting rocks just at the end, and they look even better with the sunlight shining on them. And just across the lake, that looks absolutely gorgeous with the sunlight glistening and shining upon that lonely tree on the far side. And we're coming to the other side of the lake now, on the way back, and you just got to marvel at this. Very rarely you get to see a sight like this, but check this out. A load of swans on the lake there. I don't know the collected tern of swans. Is it a flock of swans? That doesn't sound right. You can fill me in the comment section if you know better without me checking it up on Google, but that is just wow under the sunlight there. And there's the sun just in the corner there. I think we're about an hour and a half away from sunset, and we're on another evening jaunt again, because you know how much I love my summer evenings. I love it. There's more time in the day to explore, and the light is at its finest around this hour. And a few more people who've gotten the same idea as me to wander around the lake on this warm but slightly cool summer's evening. The wind has picked up quite a bit now. We are out in the open anyway, but we're nearing the end, because look at that. That's the church which you saw in the beginning of the vlog in the montage, and it looks absolutely gorgeous with this golden hour light on top of it. I think that's a car behind me trying to pass by. I didn't actually think that there'd be cars here, but then looking upon it, there are tracks on the ground, so I shall do the right thing and let it pass. He waved as well. And we have another waver. Unpopular today. And here we have the depiction of the resurrection, the empty tomb, Christ is risen, and I'll let you read all that at your own pace, so just hit the pause button as and when. So we'll just go inside it, and there's a statue there of Jesus, and he has a flower in his hand. It looks like, no, someone has placed it there. I thought it might have grown from the bush, and I presume that this other carving is one of Mary, and the Christian fish sign on the stone, and tea light candles in there. I'm just looking around the other side, a few more tea light candles, and they're only 50 cents each, and I think it's a well as well. I think this must have been the well I read about, but it looks a bit on the dry side today. Yeah, it definitely is a well, because there's water not suitable for drinking, and then the cross. And someone's been a naughty boy or girl. They've left their umbrella there. It's broken. Tut tut. Whoever you are, be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, I'm very close to the end of it now, and this is my view to the left. Wow is all I can say. Yes, I do keep going on about the evening golden hour summer light, and I have every good reason to. And to my right, I see something interesting. I'm just going to take a sneaky peek at that, so I'll just go over those stones there, climb over just into that field, have a sneaky look. Shh, don't tell the farmer. And, oh, that's interesting there. Have a look at that. It's an old ruin and a cemetery to boot next to it. I wonder if I can get any closer. This is a rather unexpected find. There must be a better way into it. So I'm going to go round inside. Yes, you can get into it on the inside. So I'll check that out shortly. It's amazing to see a boat like this. Must be saving it for high tide. If you do get high tide here. Oh, that must be the path heading to that ruined church and cemetery. Well, we'll take it anyway. See where it goes. And I think it is. Go through this archway made up of trees. Let there be light. Well, it's an apt thing to say, judging by it. Okay, here we are. So I'll just enter the graveyard here. And it isn't actually a church per se, it's just the end wall, the gable. I think that's what they call it. Ruins of it. And what looks like a tomb just there in front of me. I say there's a hell of a lot of history here with all the people who now currently reside and resting in peace. So just show you the view around. There's an old tree just to the right. I think it's a Scots pine upon closer inspection. So we'll go out of the cemetery now, leave everyone in peace, and check out that building there in front of me. And we'll go through yet another archway. And yes, this is a building I saw on the way in. It just looks so different from the rear. And some pretty flowers, roses there in front, blooming. And the inscription on the front says, "Hail, Star of the Sea, Mother of God and our Mother." And that's the end of the walk there to the right. And so that's just about it from me, Roo. Thank you very much for joining me here at Our Lady's Island in County Wexford. Don't forget, like, subscribe. If you've got any questions to ask, leave a comment below and I will endeavour to answer them in due course. So until the next vlog, have a good week and I'll see you again soon. Bye.